Hey there, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Gates of Graceland. I'm Kevin Kern with the marketing department at Elvis Presley Enterprises, and joining us today is Angie Marchese, Director of Archives here at Graceland, and we're talking all things Elvis and Hawaii today.
I thought we were actually going to Hawaii.
Well, that would have been more fun, but the next best thing, of course, is being right here at Graceland at the Elvis Aloha from Hawaii exhibit, which covers all things Elvis in Hawaii, from the USS Arizona Memorial Concerts to the Aloha from Hawaii concert, the world's first satellite televised concert.
And it even kind of smells like Hawaii.
And it does smell like Hawaii in here. It's a 40 sensory experience.
Yes. So we're about to approach a major anniversary.
We sure are.
That's coming up. You mentioned it, the USS Arizona Memorial Concert actually was held on March 25th, 1961.
Wow.
So you're going back 55 years almost to that date when Elvis actually left LA that morning, and by 8:30 that night was on stage performing a benefit show to raise money for the USS Arizona Memorial.
Why was it so important for Elvis to participate in this fundraising effort?
Colonel Parker, believe it or not, actually came up with the idea. He had read back in December of '60 an article in the LA Times that was talking about the struggles they were having to try to raise money to complete the memorial. And Colonel came up with the idea, since Elvis was going to be heading to Hawaii anyways to film Blue Hawaii, why not perform a benefit show beforehand and see if he couldn't help, for the cause. So that's kind of how it came about. Colonel reached out to everyone he needed to reach out to, and within 2 weeks, tickets were on sale. There was over $52,000 worth of tickets sold.
That's a lot of money for that back in that time.
And the ticket prices ranged from $3 to $100.
Oh, wow.
And Elvis and Colonel donated $5,000 to the cause. And then after all of the concession money was counted, the whole memorial ended up receiving $62,000 from Elvis's concert.
And of course, that money helped complete the memorial. And Elvis actually came back for kind of a private moment after the dedication at the memorial.
Yes, and the memorial became a very special place for Elvis, visiting it several times while he was in Hawaii. The memorial ended up opening up almost a year after Elvis performed a show. It opened in May in '62 is when it was dedicated. And when Elvis was in Hawaii filming movies or things like that, he always made sure to make special visits to the memorial, take his friends, take Priscilla and Lisa there once, because it really meant something to him. And I think he was very proud of the fact that even though he didn't raise, $1 million for it, but he did bring awareness to the project, and his money was what kind of put it over the top to complete the memorial.
Right, he kind of helped make it happen there in the end after kind of the fundraising had lagged. Now, you mentioned this place where we're sitting is not in Hawaii, it's in Memphis, but it's the next best thing. What do we have in the exhibit here at Graceland Crossing that relates to the USS Arizona Memorial?
The whole idea behind the exhibit was, if Elvis kept a scrapbook of every time he went to Hawaii, what would that scrapbook look like in 3D? So Elvis going to Hawaii in '61 to film Blue Hawaii, but also more importantly to do the concert at Block Arena. We've got the gold lame jacket behind us that Elvis was wearing on stage that evening. We also have the proclamation from Hawaii proclaiming it Elvis Day and recognizing all of the contributions that he did towards raising money for the memorial. And there is a plaque that sits in the exhibition about Elvis's contributions to the memorial.
And so when he went over and did that fundraising concert, it wasn't his first visit. The folks of Hawaii had already fallen in love with Elvis, had sent him Christmas cards and letters inviting him over.
Exactly.
And it kind of became a long love affair with the state.
Yeah, Elvis also fell in love with Hawaii, just like those people fell in love with him. The first time he was in Hawaii was November of 1957, again wearing the gold lame jacket.
Now, I believe on that trip, Elvis actually took a cruise ship over to the island.
He did, because he still had a fear of flying around that time. So instead of flying, they actually loaded everybody up on a cruise ship out of San Francisco, headed to Honolulu, and then went from Honolulu back to LA. So, and we have everything in the archives, you know that, right?
I do, and so one of the things that you have that proves that Elvis is just like everybody else, he actually took a menu from the cruise ship, and we as tourists kind of do that ourselves.
Oh, and a postcard and things like that. Again, it was little souvenirs, and we have some of those on display here as well. And I've got footage of him on the boat.
Some really great footage showing Elvis kind of relaxing, having fun, and it shows that he was a normal person, just like the rest of us.
Just being an every ordinary guy on a cruise ship to Hawaii. I want to go on a cruise to Hawaii.
Well, we don't have that luxury, being landlocked in Memphis.
In Memphis. But we're in Hawaii now. It smells like Hawaii. We're surrounded by all these wonderful things that relate to Elvis in Hawaii, including the Gola May jacket behind us and the American Eagle jumpsuit and things like that. So.
Lots of wonderful things. So if you haven't been by to visit, be sure to visit the Elvis Aloha from Hawaii exhibition here at Graceland Crossing. And that wraps up this edition of the Gates of Graceland. I'm Kevin, and goodbye, everybody.
Aloha.